Imagine a single explosion with the power to destroy an entire city. That's the terrifying power of nuclear explosions. But what exactly is a nuclear explosion? Well, it's a sudden release of energy that happens when the nucleus of an atom is split apart or combined. This process, known as fission or fusion, unleashes a staggering amount of energy, dwarfing that of traditional explosives. To put it in perspective, just a tiny fraction of the atom's mass is converted into energy during a nuclear explosion, yet this results in a blast capable of unimaginable destruction. This is due to Einstein's famous principle EMC², which tells us that energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. In the heart of a nuclear explosion, matter is converted into energy with an efficiency that nothing else in our known universe can match. This immense power led scientists during World War II to develop the first nuclear bombs. The year is 1945, the world is in the throes of World War II, and the first nuclear bomb is about to change history. Amidst the chaos and destruction, a secret project in the United States is nearing its completion. This is the Manhattan Project, a concerted effort by top scientists from around the globe aiming to harness the power of the atom. In a remote corner of New Mexico, the first nuclear bomb, codenamed Trinity, was successfully tested. This bomb worked through a process called nuclear fission, where the nucleus of an atom splits, releasing an enormous amount of energy. Soon after, two more bombs, Little Boy and Fat Man, were dropped on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These bombs used a slightly different mechanism, combining both fission and fusion processes to create an even more powerful explosion. The devastating effects of these bombs marked the beginning of the nuclear age. The end of World War II didn't mark the end of nuclear explosions. Instead, it marked the beginning of a new era of fear and power struggles. The aftermath of the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945 painted a grim picture of the devastating power of nuclear weapons. The cities were flattened, tens of thousands of lives were lost instantly, and many more suffered from the lingering effects of radiation. These were the first and only times nuclear weapons have been used in warfare, but they were far from the last times these weapons would be detonated. As the world recoiled from the horrors of these bombings, a new conflict was brewing. The Cold War, a tense standoff between the United States and the Soviet Union, was characterized by an escalating nuclear arms race. Each side sought to outdo the other in terms of nuclear arsenal, believing that an edge in firepower could deter potential attacks. This led to a proliferation of nuclear weapons that the world had never seen before. One of the most chilling episodes of the Cold War was the Cuban Missile Crisis in October 1962. The discovery of Soviet nuclear missiles in Cuba, just 90 miles off the coast of the United States, brought the world to the brink of nuclear war. For 13 nerve-wracking days, humanity held its breath as diplomatic negotiations took place. Thankfully, a nuclear conflict was averted, but the crisis highlighted the precariousness of nuclear diplomacy. Throughout the Cold War, numerous nuclear tests were conducted by both superpowers, leading to advancements in nuclear technology, but also contributing to a climate of fear and uncertainty. These tests, often conducted in remote locations and atolls, left lasting environmental damage and health issues among local populations. While the Cold War ended, the threat of nuclear explosions has never truly faded. As we move forward in the 21st century, the legacy of this era serves as a stark reminder of the destructive potential of nuclear weapons and the importance of striving for a world free from this threat. Nuclear explosions are not just moments of destruction, their effects last for generations. As the mushroom cloud fades, the fallout begins. Radiation sickness, a grim specter of nuclear explosions, can linger for years, leading to a myriad of health issues. The environment too bears the scars. With landscapes transformed, ecosystems disrupted, and species pushed to the brink of extinction. Yet the legacy isn't only physical. The psychological trauma carried by survivors and passed on to their descendants is a poignant testament to the human cost of nuclear warfare. In the modern era, our perspectives on nuclear power are complex. While we acknowledge the potential for clean energy, the specter of nuclear weaponry looms large. There are ongoing efforts for disarmament to prevent the horrors of Hiroshima and Nagasaki from repeating. Yet, the threat persists, a chilling reminder of what could be. The power of nuclear explosions is a stark reminder of the destructive capabilities of humanity and the importance of using scientific advancements responsibly.